This here is a still picture of Celestine Touali and her family before the outbreak of the conflict which led to their separation. She has been living in banned refugee camp in Liberia without knowledge of her family's whereabouts with her 7-year-old nephew Mohammed, whom she grabbed and ran away with. There were among 170,000 Ivorians who flooded over the border into neighbouring Liberia.
When the fighting broke out, we came here. In our village, they stole our beds and destroyed our houses.
Celestine now has an adopted mother who looks after her and considers her like her own. She and her nephew arrived at camp barefoot, with no idea what had happened to their family. They were scared to return home. Then a child protection agency asked Henriette, another refugee and a mother of 5, to take the pair in.
A child is a child, and as a woman, even if it's your friend's child, it feels good to take care of her as your own. I also took her in because her mother died and I felt sorry for her.
It's estimated as many as 600 children are still looking for their parents over a year after the conflict broke out. Many come with no information.
One of the biggest challenges when doing family reunifications is, particularly when you're dealing with small children, to get the right information so that you can find the parents. Particularly small children, they sometimes don't know the names of their parents. For them it's just mama and it's papa. But you can't look for someone called mama and papa in the whole country.
A calling center at the camp allows refugees to register their information and try to reconnect with lost relatives. It's a long process for many that doesn't always have a happy ending. For Celestine and her nephew, however, there's good news. Red Cross workers managed to locate Celestine's father and have arranged for their return home. They look forward to being reunited with their family, but leaving is also hard.
To leave her hurts me. When I look at her, she looks like my mother, so leaving her makes me sad.
The trauma of saying goodbye to people in the camp on top of everything that has happened to the children is something Liuji says is important to be aware of.
It has to be in the best interest of the child. So we're sitting down with them to make sure that they want to go back. We don't want to pressure anyone. Sometimes these children, they're afraid to go back because they might have seen things which scared them.
For Celestine and her nephew, it's an emotional goodbye, followed by an emotional reunion at the other end. Albert Touali, Celestine's father, never dreamed this day would come.
It was such a joyful moment for me when I heard about my children.
Both children will be visited for the next few months by Red Cross representatives to ensure they're settling back in.